Now, the cold cases. What does it take to crack open a case that's gone unsolved for years, maybe even decades? For many investigators, it boils down to dogged detective work, witness cooperation, and advances in DNA technology.
That was the winning trifecta for officers in Central Falls who, just this month, received national recognition for their work in solving a 2007 homicide. 12 News reporter Kim Kalunian joins us now live in studio with the story. Kim?
Well, Mike and Shannon, that 2007 homicide took the life of Jose Rodriguez, and his daughter tells me it felt like an invisible weight was lifted when her dad's killer was finally brought to justice.
2007, July 16th. It was right around lunchtime. We responded to the area of the shooting, which was on Garfield Street, only a block and a half from the police station. When we arrived there, we found our victim, Jose Rodriguez, slumped over in the vehicle.
Jose Rodriguez was behind the wheel of his taxi cab that July day. It was his 42nd birthday. Central Falls police say Jose knew something was off when he picked up a group of young men and called his wife.
He had a gut feeling, I guess, from the people he had in the cab that something bad was going to happen or could happen to him.
Jose's gut feeling was right. He was shot and killed in cold blood. Witnesses immediately told investigators they saw people running from the crime scene. Major Christopher Reed and Detective Sergeant Jeffrey Arujo were there that day, and they followed the trail to make this discovery. Discarded baseball caps, including this red one, which would ultimately be a key in unlocking the case. But not that day or that year. Investigators say at the time they didn't have enough solid evidence to put together a case against the suspect. And years turned into nearly a decade before a witness decided to cooperate. And remember that red baseball cap? Well, new DNA technology in 2017 finally led to a match.
We had a confirmation. The hit came back to Ezekiel Johnson, someone we suspected and knew that week of that shooting. We just couldn't build that case. And with that, now we were off and running. Now we had concrete evidence to put him at that scene.
Fast forward to 2018. We were in the courtroom as 28-year-old Ezekiel Johnson was sentenced for Jose's murder. The victim's daughter, Anna Riani, distraught.
For the rest of my life, I will live in a nightmare. For the rest of that murderer's life, he deserves to be behind bars. My dad deserves justice. And Your Honor, excuse me, but you deserve to rot in hell.
While detectives say there were other people with Johnson in the cab that day, they say he was the trigger man.
We always use the word justice, and it's a simple word, but it just means so much more than that. Because it means so much for Jose Rodriguez, who's passed, but his family too.
And thank you for joining us here.
Earlier this month, Reed and Arujo were among just 18 law enforcement officers across the country to receive the U.S. Attorney General's Award for Distinguished Service in Community Policing, recognized for their relentless pursuit of justice in this case.
This award truly is for Jose Rodriguez and his family.
But their work isn't done.
I relish that moment that we were able to give that one family justice. And then, you know, you're excited right then and there. And then me and Sergeant Arujo looked at each other a couple days later and said, all right, who's next?
So what was the motive here? Reed and Arujo say it was bragging rights, the ability for Ezekiel Johnson to say he had taken someone's life. Johnson, though, maintains his innocence to this day. He even wrote us a letter here at 12 News saying he was not there on the day that Rodriguez was killed. He's currently serving 2 life sentences plus 10 years at the ACI. For more information on this case and others, or to tell us about a cold case that you think we should cover, just head to WPRI.com. Live in studio, I'm Kim Kalunian, 12 News.